What's up guys, Armada here, and in today's video we're going to talk about one of the new revealed characters in Smash Ultimate, Incineroar. And I'm mainly in this video going to talk about him from a team's perspective. His moveset is pretty interesting, especially for teams, when it comes, my perspective here. So let's dig into it, why I think Incineroar might be, at least early game, a pretty interesting character for teams. Alright, so his down special is a counter attack that stores energy when you hit him. Obviously, in singles you will need to read your opponent in order to get any usage out of this move. But in teams you can, work out the timing with your teammate. So this counter attack is going to be much more useful in teams. And then if we go a little bit more forward, you can see that this move is really strong. Let's go back a little bit again. So right here we can see that Lucario has 116 percentage. Incineroar is at 75 damage, and don't quote me on this, but I think that Rage starts working at like 110, 120%, so it's not as big as it is in Smash 4. So despite Incineroar not really having Rage here and Lucario being at 116, we can see that this is not anywhere close to surviving. It's hard to say exactly when this would kill, but what we can say for sure is that this is really strong. So this mechanic is going to be really strong in teams, I think. It's going to be downtime when you have a split second with your teammate. You can store this move up. So I can see, especially early game, before people having all the combos, all the edge guards and stuff like that figured out, that this can be really strong. So I wouldn't really be too surprised if we see quite a few teams with this character. And yeah, after that, let's move forward a little bit. Alright, so his forward smash, as we can see about here, stopping right here. So Lucario at this time is at 46%, pretty low damage, right? And we can see that it's a slight charge to this forward smash, but that also barely kills, but it still kills. So Lucario at 46 damage and he dies. Like in melee teams, for example, it's very common that you see a team like QFAT, for example. Pew, the Marth player, grabs, and then SFAT comes in and charge up smash with Fox slightly to get early kills. I think that could be a good strategy with Incineroar as well. Your teammate grabs, and then this forward smash, especially if you have stored the extra energy as well. This could lead to some really early kills as well. And even though I don't think Ultimate is going to be as shield heavy as Smash 4 due to lower landing lag, a little bit more shield stun and stuff like that, I still think it's going to be more shield heavy than Melee, for example. So getting grabs can be really crucial as well in teams, especially if it's not too many kill confirms from grab, as we saw with DK or Bowser in Smash 4. So I could see this forward smash as well being a really quick way of killing people off at early damage. So that could also be really good. And then we're going to go a little bit more forward around this area. And also, don't forget guys, just because I'm not talking about every move that Incineroar has, doesn't mean that none of them can't be used in a good way in teams. It's just I'm going over the most interesting aspects for me personally. So you can let me know in the comments below if it's any other moves that you would like me to talk about in the future. But yeah, the next part I would like to go over is some of the throws that Incineroar has. Down throw, setting up for pretty easy team combos, I would say. Pretty good position. Wouldn't be too surprised if Incineroar can follow up from this down throw himself. But even if he can't, this is a good position to follow up for team combos. So that could be very interesting. Up throw. can be really, really good to finish off with up airs, for example, like a Fox up air, or like, you know, DK Bowser up airs, stuff like that. So strong up airs can probably be really good from this up throw. Forward throw, probably pretty decent as well, but not the most interesting one for me in this video. And then also back throw, a little bit similar to the forward throw. Not the best throws, but still like pretty high angle. Can probably be pretty good for team combos as well with up airs. So I could see them being used in teams as well, both of them. But yeah, mainly up throw, I would say, looks really interesting. But back throw and forward throw, still you fly pretty far to the side, so should not be underrated at all. And then some people might be concerned, what about Incineroar's poor recovery? The thing is, if anything, I would say it's normally not as bad to have a bad recovery in teams as it is in singles, because in singles, it's, you know, 1 versus 1. If you're off stage, bad position, can't make it back, that's a pretty tough position, right? But in teams, if you have a teammate, especially a teammate with projectiles like maybe Sheik Needles, I could see saves working out really good and, you know, remove quite a bit of the weakness of having a bad recovery. So, of course, it's way too early to say for sure what characters will be good, what characters will be bad, but it's still funny to discuss, right? So, I wouldn't be too surprised to see this character pretty common in the early games, the early stages of teams at the very least. I'm sure some people would like to, you know, explore a little bit more around it. But I guess that's like one of my early predictions, at least. That early game in Ultimate, we're going to see quite a few teams mess around with Incineroar. But yeah, let me know in the comments below as well. What characters do you guys think will be good in teams and why? And if you want to support me, please subscribe to the channel. I will make a lot of content regarding Ultimate. Ultimate is coming out in a little bit more than a month, so I'm really excited about that, and I hope all of you guys are as well. Until next time, take care. Peace.